Welcome to our channel, where we bring you the hottest happenings and secrets from the calculating and passionate world of the young and the restless. If you think you know everything about Claire, Kyle, and the powerful forces that rule Genoa City, get ready, because what you're about to read will be beyond your imagination. An underground war is brewing, where love and betrayal have no boundaries, and where the winner is not necessarily the strongest, but the most ruthless. Hold on tight, because this journey will not end peacefully. When Claire returns to Genoa City with a determined look in her eyes and a smile mixed with uncertainty. No one can predict that this is the beginning of a series of hidden tragedies that will reshape the balance of power in the entire city. Claire, who thought she had lost everything, is secretly supported by an unexpected person, Victor. The most powerful man in Genoa City didn't choose Claire because he trusted her. On the contrary, it was because he couldn't trust her that he wanted to control her all the more. To Victor, Claire was a ticking time bomb, and instead of avoiding it, he decided to put it right in the heart of the enemy. From secret meetings in unnamed hotel rooms, to meetings under the guise of charity but actually for information exchange, Claire gradually became caught up in the vortex of politics and hatred that Victor created. No one in the Newman or Abbott family knew that Victor was using Claire to carry out a hidden revenge plan to divide Abbott internally, destroy the alliance between Kyle and the shareholders loyal to Jabot, thereby creating a power vacuum that Victor would exploit to manipulate the stock and completely take over the Abbott family's corporation. Claire was initially skeptical. But then, the coldness in Victor's eyes when he spoke of "those who have let me down" made her understand that she had no way back. She had to choose sides. And she chose Victor. The harsh truth was, Claire was not just being controlled. She was gradually becoming a different version. A person who could quietly pour drugs into the opponent's glass without blinking, who could smile while witnessing a family falling apart. Claire's danger did not lie in her strength, but in her terrifying persuasiveness. And that was why Kyle, despite countless warnings, still fell into her arms with all his heart and soul. Kyle had never loved anyone like he loved Claire. After failed marriages, after betrayals and calculations, Claire was the first person to make him feel that he was loved for himself. But Kyle didn't know that he was just one of many emotional targets that Victor had mapped out in his perfect manipulation plan. The Towards the Future party that Kyle hosted at the luxury lakeside resort was not only an event to launch Jabot's new initiative, but also an elaborate trap that Victor and Claire had painstakingly set up. Everything was meticulously calculated, from the location of the hidden cameras, the guest list, to the exact time when the leaked confidential documents would be released. And then, right when Kyle spoke, the projector suddenly switched to an image of an email sent from Claire's account. Attached was a file containing information about Jabot's marketing strategy leaked to a competitor. The whole room fell into a deadly silence. Kyle was frozen. Claire was stunned. But only Victor, sitting remotely watching via live camera, was the one who smiled. Not only was Kyle's career ruined overnight, but his image in front of the entire media collapsed. And when he turned to look at Claire, the only person he trusted, he saw only a face of undisguised bewilderment, mixed with a clear sense of guilt. In that moment, a part of Kyle died. And the other part lived for only one purpose: revenge. Claire, after the events of that night, was immediately isolated by the very person who manipulated her, Victor. She was taken to an isolated area under the name of witness protection, but in reality, for complete control. She lost her right to go out, her phone, all contact with the world. And when Victor came to see her, there were no promises, no coaxing. Only cold threats: either she continued to serve him, or everyone would know she was the one behind Kyle's downfall. However, Claire, now pushed to her limits, is no longer the soft girl she once was. In desperation, she begins to plot a counterattack. She pretends to cooperate, while secretly gathering evidence of Victor's plot, from encrypted emails to recorded meetings. She hides the files on virtual servers, plans her escape, and secretly turns to the only person she can rely on, Summer. Summer, hurt by Kyle, has no sympathy for Claire. But when she realizes that Claire is just another victim in Victor's game, she begins to help. Together, they plot to turn the tables, using what Victor has created against him. But the price of resistance is not cheap. When Claire publicly releases a recording showing Victor admitting to manipulating her to sabotage Chabot, Genoa City is shocked. Victor, however, is not silent. He immediately counterattacked by releasing images of Claire exchanging money with a suspicious figure, causing public opinion to turn. Kyle, meanwhile, sank deeper into rage and lost control. He threatened Claire, threatened to sue her, and even planned to hire an investigator and follow her every move. Claire, exhausted between two fronts, one with Victor, the other with Kyle, began to panic. But then, something unexpected happened. Diane came to her. The woman who seemed to only know how to protect her son, now wanted to understand what really happened. Claire, for the first time, told everything, from her meetings with Victor to being forced to betray Kyle. Diane believed her. And that was the turning point. Diane, with all her remaining power at Chabot, turned the tables, publicly siding with Claire. A new alliance was formed. And Kyle, for the first time, began to doubt his own feelings. Claire and Kyle's love is dead. But from the ashes, a new war is officially born, not for love, but to destroy the one who used them as pawns. And this time, they are not fighting alone. Claire, no longer a pawn. She is a player. And Victor, although still the one with ultimate power, now has to face something that has never happened before. Claire has spiraled out of control. Stay tuned to our channel to update the most shocking and dramatic developments of the ongoing series.